Satnam, thank you so much for joining. My name is Jean. Welcome to Create Your Connections readings. This is for the Scorpio collective so that we can see what is happening for today. What do we need to know? If you're interested in any kind of spiritual channeling, especially light language channeling, you can check out my other channel. It's called John Van Beek. The link is in the description box down below. I share like a daily dose of love and light and just good things. Good vibes, guys. Good vibes, guys. So we have the perception card and we have the crone. We had the perception card yesterday as well. And then we have destiny at the bottom of this deck. Um, basically I feel like, nothing new for the Scorpio collective except that we are going to go through some sort of new perception shift in regards to how we experience death, how we relate to death, not the actual experience of death, but in how we so this crone card is giving me like Hecate vibes, like the goddess of, Hecate, Hecate, okay. It's giving me her vibes. I feel like we are about to receive some sort of a new understanding, some sort of a new way in relating to death as an entity, to death as a process, to death as a conscious being, okay? And I feel like this is our destiny as we are Scorpios. We are meant to bring balance to the dark and the light together, So let's see what else. What else do we need to know? I feel like this is going to lead to gifting a lot of power because, Hecate was like, to me when I worked with her, she said she prefers Hecate, okay? So I'm going to just say that. Like, Hecate to me is a very profoundly powerful goddess. And the reason why I say that is because even like in Greek mythology, she was known to be to not be like, even Zeus wasn't able to strip her of her power. Even Zeus, the king of the gods, wasn't able to strip her. I'm already seeing like there's some sort of death to deception coming. She even Zeus wasn't able to take what was hers away from her, okay. And like I feel like that's the kind of power that we're walking into, because like ultimately when you rule death, you rule everything, because even the gods, if they can die, which they can, fear death, But if you rule that, so I feel like that's kind of some secret that we are being presented with, okay? We have the Ace of Hearts, we have the Seven of Spades, and we have the Four of Clubs. So with this, what I'm seeing, for some reason, this energy is giving me a lot of underworld energy, like because now this Ace of Hearts is actually making me think of the river Styx, the underworld river that the souls use in order to be ferried to their resting place, right? Um, you know what I'm getting? I'm getting that the Scorpio collective resonating with this reading has become so adept at navigating the darkness, at navigating the underworld, at navigating deceit, that it's basically I'm getting this energy of, it's basically like we have this bird's eye view over the darkness. We have this bird's eye view over the underworld, and it's putting us in this position to basically utilize deception, to utilize the darkness, and I'm getting this image of us walking around and actually lighting candles, because this is the Four of Wands, right? I'm actually getting this energy of us walking around in the darkness and lighting candles in the underworld, and thereby shining light in the darkness, which is beautiful, right? Um, but I want to know more. I want to know more about like exactly what kind of like perception shift we are getting in regards to this death. And we have the Ten of Swords, which is also like ending death. Um, I'm getting that because I got the Queen of Air now, right? The Queen of Swords. I'm getting this energy of we're going to be able to we're receiving some sort of a communication power over death. Communication in a sense of like being able to, okay, you know what I'm receiving. I'm actually receiving like the Scorpio collective is about to go through some sort of ascension where they're going to be experiencing a lot of death, and by that I mean a lot of like dead people, dead spirits like presenting themselves, beings from the underworld, beings from the darkness presenting themselves. I feel like this is a burden. This is actually going to become kind of a burden for some of us, because even though it's our destiny, and even though we've become so adept at it. I feel like the reason it's because it's going to be somewhat of a burden is because of our own like resistance to it. Okay, like I said, it is our destiny, but even though it is, like, it doesn't necessarily always mean that we would like to, that we want to follow it. But I see as here's the the 10 of spades again, so it's again that death, again that ending, right? I do see the Scorpio collective working past that, though. Ultimately, eventually, putting down the burden of thinking that we can't handle it, or resisting it, basically. Putting an end to that, and actually taking up that like taking up a different burden. But this burden, this we're putting down the burden of, no, I don't want to, no, I can't, and picking up a burden of, like, of death, but making something so profoundly successful and life-giving from it, simply by us being willing. I guess, even though we're not really willing, there is a willingness. So what more about our perception on the crone is gonna come to light for us, for the Scorpio collective? I feel like, yeah, so with the Four of Earth and the integrity, the Strength card, like I said earlier, I feel like this newfound knowledge, this new perception on death is going to lead to a lot of strength, a lot of power, right, with the Strength card. But I also feel like it's gonna teach us, it's that vibe of, like, in order for a tree to stand very strong and very tall, it has to have its roots, like, very deep in the underworld, and that's the reason. That's the reason why. That's the energy that I'm getting here with the Four of Earth, which is all about stability. It's this energy of our perception on the underworld has changed and is still changing so much. Our perception on death, our perception on darkness, is and has been changing so much that it is leading to such a profound power and such a profound, like, stability within ourselves, and stability that we feel within God, like, it's that thing of, like, once again, being able to walk around in the pitch black of the underworld, but we are the light, and with our light we, like, light other lights, we light other candles. Like, that's profound, that's strong, that you have to be so grounded and stable within yourself to be able to do that, right? And I feel like the Scorpio collective is finally also realizing that. The Scorpio is finally coming to this conclusion, coming to this realization, like, wait a minute, like, I'm the best at going to the underworld, so why not me, right? I feel like you're gonna meet other like psychopumps. Like, a psychopump is a being that, like, travels through the worlds, like the middle world, the upper world, and the lower world. It's usually, especially the lower world. I feel like you're gonna be coming into contact with other psychopumps, other people that are on a very similar journey than you. I think I actually said this yesterday as well during the Scorpio reading, some sort of soul tribe vibe. So I feel like you're gonna be meeting new people that are gonna be on the same journey as you, that are gonna be, once you start talking to them about, like, your experiences, they're gonna get exactly what you mean, and they're gonna share their own experiences in regards to the darkness and transformation, because death is only transformation, right? This is coming in very, very fast. You're going to be meeting these people very, very soon, Scorpio Collective, okay? And I'm being told to say that this is also a gift from Divine, for you to, I'm getting this energy of, for you to bounce ideas off of, but it's for you to not feel so alone, for you to not feel so afraid, and I also want to say alone in a sense of, like, am I doing the right thing? Like, nobody else thinks like me, like, am I just crazy, that kind of vibe. You're going to be meeting people that are going to come and be like, you're not crazy, like, I know um, this is exactly the kind of thing that I've been experiencing, etc., etc., etc. I feel like the Scorpio, we have the Ten of Swords again, okay? You know what, Scorpio Collective, and with the Maiden card, um, this Maiden card is giving me that energy of Persephone, which is the queen of the underworld. So, I actually feel like maybe this is maybe, yeah. This is the Scorpio Collective. The Scorpio Collective is this maiden energy. Persephone was when she was abducted by Hades. Um, Akata was the goddess that, like, that like saw it all, and that basically helped Demeter, Persephone's mother, which is the mother. Persephone is the maiden. and Hecate is the crone. Hecate used her torch to guide the way for Demeter into the underworld, okay? But what I want to say is like, so we as the collective, we are this maiden. We are being taught something by the crone aspect. We are being taught something. The Scorpio collective is being taught something about by the crone aspect, about the crone aspect. Because eventually the maiden does need to take over. Eventually, this maidenhood does end. It does come to an end as well, and we need to take over the crone role after. Well, eventually after the mother role, right? But I feel like the crone is the maiden. The Scorpio collective is going through some sort of transformation, some sort of transition with the crone aspect because it's all about death. In becoming the mother, in becoming the empress, the goddess vibe, right? The mother aspect of the triple goddess. That's why I feel like this Ten of Swords is here as well. This perception is actually bringing an end to this energy. So like the mother is still beautiful, still young, still vibrant, still full of life, etc., etc. As is the crone, as you can see. You know, still very much like vigorous, etc., etc. It's just a matter of the it's just a matter of the energy and the consciousness that carry the role that we play in certain stages, right? So I feel like the Scorpio collective is going from the maiden to the mother, and that's nothing to be afraid of. That's nothing to be uncertain of. It's part of a natural progress. It's part of a natural transition for us. You know, we are now like pregnant with the newness. We are now getting ready to birth the newness, right? As the mother. With this Two of Pentacles though, I do feel like maybe there's some sort of it could be like a little bit of sadness in releasing or having this maiden energy come to an end. But the thing is, you will always be that maiden energy, at least some aspects of it, you know. The mother energy is just coming through as the most prominent that energy that you start to need embodying now. So we have the Five of Spades with the Seven of Clubs with the Two of Pentacles. With that energy, you know, I'm actually feeling just once again it's that energy of uncertainty, being like wanting to fight the transition, not wanting to necessarily accept it or surrender to it. But like I said, it's a natural progression. It's a natural thing that we need to do. We can't keep juggling ourself, you know. I'm getting one more card and then we're done. Beautiful Ace of Hearts. I actually feel like this is also God coming in, and like I spoke with the Ace of Cards in the other deck. So we have it twice on the board now, in the reading now. I feel like with this Ace of Water, this is actually God coming in and actually like I'm getting the image of new waters rushing into the underworld, new waters rushing into the river Styx. God is bringing new life to the actual underworld. So now it's almost like this energy is shifting even more. But that's the whole idea of the maiden mother crone. It's like death. It's like birth, life, death, rebirth, life, death, rebirth, life, death. You know. And that's what this is giving me. So God is actually bringing in this new water so that we can move from the maiden to the mother to the crone, but then again the maiden, the mother to the crone. You know, even though the mother isn't on the board just yet, like that is actually the stage that we are currently in right now. Even though I said it's the maiden, like, you know, during the reading we went through that transition energetically, right? So God is bringing in this new life-giving waters that is actually going to allow us to once again go from the mother. Like God is just bringing new water, new life into the underworld, allowing us to go into the mother aspect in a more gentle way, and then ultimately into the crone aspect, and then again, as I've said. So yeah, that is your reading, Scorpio Collective. Thank you so much for receiving, joining. Please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you again for another reading. Bye.